Hey everyone, tonight Max the Pug gets sucked into a magical world. In this world, you decide his fate. The story starts with rain rattling against the window. Max is rolled into a ball on the couch, dreaming of cookies and warm laps. Thunder cracks, the old oak outside shivers, and a streak of pale lightning reaches through the living room wall, carving a glowing oval of light. Before Max can bark, the light pulls him in, a soft whoosh, a tumble through colors, and he lands with a confused, snorting thump on moss. Above him, crystal leaves chime. Strange lights float like sleepy stars. Max shakes the moss from his whiskers and snorts, ears flicking. A voice, like wind through glass, whispers, "You are not meant to be here, but you may be our last hope." Max stares up. He wags because that's what pugs do, and then, somewhere ahead, three paths open like choices in a game. The first path is bright and smelling of wildflowers. Tiny petals glow softly, and butterflies made of light dance above it. The second path is strewn with broken shields and dull bones that crunch beneath Max's paws. The third path rolls with silver mist that breathes and whispers. It's like walking through a dream. This is where you, the viewers, decide. Max sniffs each path, head tilting. He cannot read maps, but he can follow his nose and his heart.
Max the pug, the moves forward, scare, not knowing what's ahead. Max's nails clip as he steps onto the darker path. Shadows move. Bones crack underfoot. He freezes. A pack of skeletal wolves, their ribs clinking, rises from the gloom. Max barks, not bravely, not loudly, but with the odd determination of a creature startled into action. He darts between a wolf and a fallen shield, yips sharply, and prances so unpredictably the brittle wolves stumble. A blur of paws and snorts later, the forged bones crumble, and silence falls. In the den, under a broken helm, a roll of vellum glows with quiet runes. Max noses it out, sniffs, and paws it open. The lines slide like little worms and arrange themselves into a moving picture, a map that rearranges whenever Max looks away. He tucks the mystic map into his collar. When he leaves the trail behind, the map shivers and shows a river ahead with glittering paths. This map will whisper secrets if Max trusts it, but maps can be burned or torn. He soon arrives at the bank of a wide, shimmering river. The surface is like polished glass and sings in the light. It appears that he has arrived at the river of mirrors. The river stretches wide, its surface like smooth glass. When Max pads close, his reflection ripples. But it's not just him. He sees versions of himself. Tall Max, heroic Max, old sleepy Max, even one where he's still safe at home on the couch. The river hums, "Cross and face what you are."
Last time, Max the Pug found himself at the mysterious River of Mirrors and was faced with three choices and has decided to build a raft. Max trots along the bank, snuffling at sticks, reeds, and vines. His little paws clumsily shove them together. It's not elegant, more like a pile of twigs. Still, he nudges it into the water and hops on. The river tests him. Currents tug, reflections rise from below, trying to overturn the raft. The mystic map he found earlier flickers, showing him where to push with a paw or nudge with his nose. He corrects his course perfectly, arriving dry and proud. Max hops off, puffing his chest proudly. He didn't swim or stare, he crafted. Max crosses with cleverness and resourcefulness. On the far bank, Max stands tall, but his ears twitch. The air is different here, heavy. From the forest beyond comes the sound of clattering bones and rustling wings. The journey isn't getting easier. It's only beginning. Max shakes water from his fur and trots up a mossy hill. Now he faces three new routes, each dangerous in its own way. Your votes will decide where he heads next.
Last time, Max the Pug used his clever paws to build a raft and cross the River of Mirrors, and was faced by three new routes, each dangerous in its own way. Max decided he should cross the Bridge of Crows. Max slowly steps onto the stone bridge. It trembles under Max's paws. Hundreds of crows tilt their heads in perfect unison, black eyes reflecting the pug's round face. The largest crow hops forward, blocking Max's path. "Payment to cross," it croaks. "A secret or a shiny?" Max looks at the crow, puzzled, no idea what he means or wants. Suddenly, the mystic map starts to glow. He takes a quick look so the crows don't notice. It shows a hidden underpass beneath the bridge. Max quickly kicks dust into the air, creating a smokescreen, then scurries along the secret ledge while the crows argue about where he went. Max gets close to the other side and gains stealth advantage. Maybe this will help in the future. The sky ahead starts to burn with a crimson glow. The first sign of the Shadow Lord, the tyrant who enslaves the crystal realms. The final confrontation draws closer. Max is almost at end of the bridge until suddenly he feels this immense aura and bloodlust. A dark figure swoops down from the sky, an emissary of the Shadow Lord, sleek and black, eyes glowing crimson. The figure lands before Max, talons clicking. "Pug of the mortal world," it hisses, "turn back now. The Shadow Lord's wrath is not for the faint-hearted." Max snorts. He does not understand the words entirely, but his tail twitches defiantly. He barks, signaling he will not retreat. "So be it," the emissary says, fury in his eyes. The emissary lunges. To be continued in episode 5. Previously, Max crossed the perilous bridge of crows, but the darkness ahead is growing. A strong foe arrived. The Shadow Lord's emissary blocked his path and gives Max a warning, then lunges. How will Max deal with the emissary? The emissary lunges, shadow claws swipe and magic crackles in the air. Fear fueling his adrenaline, Max dodges, leaps and yaps furiously, trying to defend himself. Max is struggling until suddenly the map glows, blinding the emissary, revealing blind spots in the trees to give Max a chance to counterattack. He jumps from tree to tree, lunging at the emissary, but all is hopeless. He's just too strong. Despite his bravery, Max is overpowered and pinned, struggling under the enemy's might. Just as the emissary prepares a finishing strike, a flash of golden light streaks across the bridge. A mysterious figure, part wolf, part light, lands between Max and the enemy. With a swift strike, he slashes the emissary and throws him off the bridge, screeching and defeated. The stranger kneels, eyes warm. "You fought bravely, but even heroes need allies." Max snorts, wagging his tail. The stranger bows low and gestures. "I am Kale, and I will fight by your side. Together, we may yet save this world." Kale can help solve upcoming trials and aid in the final battle. As Max catches his breath, a sudden wave of energy bursts from the fallen enemy. It hits Max, giving him all his strength and floods his mind with visions. Cities crumble under shadow, forests burn, rivers turn dry. The crystal realms themselves are fractured. A voice whispers, "Only the Shadow Lord's defeat will prevent this. You must rise, little hero." Max pants, tail stiff. His eyes glimmer with determination. This isn't just about adventure anymore. It's about survival. Max and Kale approach a stretch of land where the terrain splits into two deadly paths. "To get to the Shadow Lord, we must first pass one of these trials," Kale says. "Choose wisely. Each trial will test our strength, courage and wits. Time for you to decide. 1. Labyrinth of Thorns, a twisting maze of thorned vines that move and shift, full of illusions and traps. Or 2. Serpent's Canyon, a deep gorge guarded by a giant magical serpent. Cliffs are treacherous. To be continued on episode 6.